Hey guys, this is a message. This is a message to myself. Um, this is a message to myself and anybody who. This is a message to my current self, my future self, my my subscribers, my family if they see this. This is a message for all that. The message to God too. Um, whatever predicament, whatever situation, and whatever obstacle you encounter, me, um, don't let it defeat you. I'm sure we were all raised to be the best that we all can be. And sometimes it's super hard to look in your reflection in the mirror or even to think about seeing yourself in the current state of what you are compared to what you know you could be or what you've already shown in the past. The higher you or the better you. I'm currently in that predicament. I used to be able to hold a conversation and articulate my words and be able to look people in the eye with the utmost respect that I've been raised. Um, I let my subconscious defeat me and tear me down and steer me in the wrong direction of what's right from wrong. I looked up videos and read articles online about burnout and went and ran with it and just put that title on myself because I felt that it defined me. For those of you who don't know what burnout is, basically a brief summary is that burnout is when you used to have a passion, a strong driving force to do something that you loved. Whether it was studying, whether it was gaming, whether it was editing and uploading YouTube videos, whatever it was, you had a burning passion for it. You do it without a second thought. It'd be easy, it'd be effortless, and even if it was hard, you wouldn't mind doing it because it's what you love to do. What burnout means is to lose all of that because of a result of what you think or may perceive isn't meeting the criteria of how much effort you put into it. You're burned out. Something you once had a passion for, you now look at and it makes you sick and it dread to do it. You won't even try to give it a shot, even if you receive a bunch of support from whoever it is or whatever you watch or see. You're burned out. You won't continue to do anything. And slowly that leads into a spiraling depression of negative thinking, negative subconscious thinking, and morally wrong, non-ethical decisions. You become a lower part of yourself, and I wouldn't call it depression because depression is very serious. This is very serious, but I don't want to label something as serious as depression when you are not diagnosed with depression. It's very serious. The people that go through it are very unfortunate that they feel that they have to go through depression. You may feel like you are in a depression or you may feel depressed, but it does not mean that you have the title depression. No one can label that on you, but a literal trained physician or psychological doctor or something. You can't put that on yourself. Before I steer off in the wrong direction, um, not the band, get it? I want you all to know why it is that I don't do a lot of the things that I used to do anymore, and where the energy has gone and where I think it may have gone, because I'm also searching for it. I used to have a burning passion for doing things my way without ever being dissatisfied with people not fully supporting my decisions, because it's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be I want to be a full time, hardworking, encouraging, motivating, uplifting, funny, courageous gaming YouTuber. That is always been my dream career since over a decade ago. Since I met this YouTuber named Kobanermani456, who unfortunately I don't talk about anymore because he is going through something. I immediately fell in love with the ability to do what you love to do and have this amazing fan base of people who love doing the things you love to do and supporting you because it's what you all share in common as a dream career. I have always admired and looked up to those who recognized that they could do YouTube and forget about what any family member or friend or coworker or loved one said negative about their dream and career. You can make it big on YouTube. I can make it big on YouTube, and I will make it big on YouTube. It is my mission. It's just this subconscious leads this in the wrong direction. It gives me false hope. I've never been the type to look at a comment and immediately be discouraged. Never had stage fright. I've never had a problem with showing my face to thousands of people. Never had any kind of fears like that because my past has been my parents raising me to be someone who is able to love themselves to the highest degree, regardless of what anyone could think or could literally tell me in my face. I want to know in the comment section if obviously there's people out there like me who are going through something similar, if not the same. I want you guys to voice that. You can vent to me. I want to read them. Because knowing that you're not alone goes a really long way, even if it's just behind a screen and you're just talking to somebody online, whether it's an actual person like a therapist in person or on a Zoom call or just a YouTuber in the comment section or whatever. Knowing that you're not alone in anything can seriously morally raise your spirits and give you the motivation to, even if it's a small motivation that doesn't work effective immediately, something that you can take in here and let it inspire you day by day or hour by hour. As long as you have something to, or someone that is also going through that or has already gone through that, and continue to inspire and motivate you, we all have the power to uplift and change the world. I originally wanted to be a game designer because I used to love video games. I checked it out almost effective immediately when I found out that it had to do with a bunch of math. That sounds funny, but it can be funny. But seriously, it's not. It's a terrible excuse to dumb myself down to thinking that since it has to do anything with math, that I can't do it or be successful in it, and to drop it before giving it a chance. That's a dream that I originally had before the whole YouTube thing. When I was very young, or younger than the age of 6, I wanted to be a game designer. But my math in school, my grades hadn't shown that I could ever meet that criteria. Even from elementary school, I was never the brightest in a bunch of subjects. And over time, the more that I went to school and the more that I was told and got in the mindset of accepting what the teachers and the professionals would grade my work, accepting the result of my work being a failing grade for most of my life. I graduated high school, by the way, for those you didn't know. Barely, very barely. Looking back on it, I am ashamed. I have a little sister who I label a genius, which isn't fair to her because I too can be a genius. She's in college. She's not even 18. She's 17 years old. Already has her driver's license. She already is used to doing adult things. I let the dream of becoming a YouTuber, seeing the content creators do whatever they want to make content, whatever they can to make content as an escape route to, oh, it'll be fine. I don't need a license. I don't need a college certificate or diploma or something to prove that I could score a career job in some big name company or even a company that would even allow that certificate, because I figured YouTube is all that I need. And in doing so, it put this ginormous barrier around the things that I could have done over the years. Not saying that it's too late now. I'm still attempting to change, and I'm still making efforts to change for my higher self so that that can be recognized and get shined and be able to shine bright enough for others to see and recognize as well and look up to like a sun. I am dissatisfied within myself, and for a long time I haven't been able to say that because I've been tricking myself into thinking that I am satisfied with myself. I took an ASVAB test, a military test. For those of you guys don't know what that is, basically it's an initial test you take before to test your wits about basic general knowledge that you learned in school. And at the end of that test, they give you a personality test, just kind of see what your personality is. And I remember a bunch of the questions saying things along the lines of, ooh. Okay, so I don't remember what the thing is, sorry. But I do up here. I can't even illustrate it out of my mouth for you guys to visualize and see, unfortunately. My previous LJ, maybe like 2014 LJ, maybe no, like 2012 LJ could articulate good enough because I was still doing decent in school. Yeah, I'd probably be able to tell you that, but not this current one. This current one has been beaten down, broken, rebuilt, and broken again, and the cycle repeats and still continues to this day of breaking and repeating. Yeah. I often say I don't feel the need of pity. However, subconsciously, I welcome pity. I am so disgusted in the being that I have become, but I'm grateful to even still be here and recognize that this current me isn't my best me. I am fortunate enough to look myself in this camera and out to however many people, however many people see this video. I'm fortunate enough to have this conversation with not only myself, but to you, to let you know that you are not alone. But that doesn't mean that we should use this as an excuse not to be better. Recognizing is one thing. Acknowledging something and moving forward is real tough. It's really hard. So much easier to give up. I've done it numerous times. More times than I can count stars in the sky. I would blame it on the support not fully being there from my parents. I would blame it on just me and my deepest subconsciousness, the negative deepest subconsciousness telling me you can't do it. I would blame it on anything but the thing that could get me out of doing that, which is me. My higher power. I blame it all on the negatives. Blame it all on the negatives, and never looked towards the positive. And I bet you guys are probably wondering why now, why have this conversation with yourself and to us now. It's because now I am at a predicament where I'm trying to do what's best for me. Unfortunately, positive, I have let down too many times the people that valued me. I have let down time that I had to put forth my academics and become more knowledgeable as a civilian. I have wasted the opportunity to get a license and to explore and venture out with friends and to even have a roof over my head. My parents, I'm 18. Some may say that's young. There's some people still living with their parents figuring it out. That's not for everyone. My parents have done everything they could for me. This is the unfortunate that's still raised, by the way, if you haven't recognized. Whoosh. This is unfortunate because I could have not been in this predicament many, many years ago if I heeded their words and actually put forth the effort day by day, trial by trial, obstacle by obstacle, no excuses, no laziness, no nothing, and just kept my blinders off or on. My mom used to make this reference where you're like a horse, like those horses that they bet on, like they're all racing and stuff. They have blinders on. No, keep your blinders on. They have blinders so they can't see the distractions. Because as soon as you take those blinders off, you become... Sorry. Family's over. I have these blinders that would often come off. Just always. Just falling, repairing. Falling, repairing. I look at something like dance and just go. And then like months turn into years. Into solely focusing on that, along with the YouTube and the gaming, instead of brightening up here so I'd be better prepared out there, so that the people dearest to me can actually see and feel that they can trust me enough up here to know what's best for me out there. When those you love have to keep telling you consistently what's best for you because you can't think on your own enough to know what's best for you ethically and consciously or subconsciously, that's how you know that one, they undoubtedly love you, and two, they recognize the higher you. It's just you don't. You're unable to. Now instead of those blinders being on or off, it doesn't matter. You're completely blind to be able to perceive what's greatest for you. You've lost all sense of motivation and anything that can better you, and you fall into complacency, which is being comfortable in just being comfortable, it's being complacent, it's being comfortable with whatever it is you have. If it's nothing, you're comfortable with that, you're okay. That's where I'm at. That's not where I want to stay. Doesn't matter if I'm homeless. It doesn't matter if I think I have to go to the military to prove myself for how many years. Or it doesn't matter if I go to some other agency or whatever company that'll train me to be a better human being. It doesn't matter what I do. Because at this point, what I want to do, for some reason, I can't run away from. That's another thing. You can't escape your destiny. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many years pass, your passion, your dream, your goal will always remain the same. Still want to be a game designer. But most importantly, I really want to be a successful YouTuber. No matter what. If I don't make it in YouTube, I will have wasted my life. I'm not ready to waste my life. He's not ready for me to waste my life because I have so much more to prove to not only myself, but to those around me, those who know that I can prove them wrong, those that want me to prove them wrong and have been pushing me to prove them wrong. Doesn't matter how many views I get. If one person sees this, I'm happy you saw it. I just had to get it off my chest. Let it be known. I had to recognize and acknowledge this. To those who support me, dearest, no matter how many views I get compared to the other YouTubers on the same content that we all post. For those of you who ride with me, my ride to dies. Thank you. I love you. Support you. Hope you are doing the best thing that you can do for yourself. And I selfishly ask that you continue to support me. Because I'm going to make it up to you. And to me. I'm going to make it. And you guys are going to be there for every step of the way. That I pray. So, hope you're able to get something out of this. Something encouraging, something motivating, something to believe in. Someone to believe in. Even if it's me. Regardless of how pitiful I may look. If you still believe in me, I believe in you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. As I would normally say. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Turn post notifications on for banger videos coming soon this year, 2022. I don't care what obstacle comes at me. We are knocking it down. We are destroying the label burnout, lazy, and anything negative. We're burning it all out. Burn to the ground. My hands are doing whatever it wants. I also have an Instagram. At that dancing kid LJ. I'll put it on the screen somewhere for, because I want to be a dancer as well. Can't really do that on the whole YouTube thing though, because like a lot of copyright music, but that's something that I pursue just as strong as I do YouTube. You guys want to follow me there, encourage each other there, encourage me there, talk to me. DMs are open for as long as they can be, because the whole roof over my head thing being limited. Have an amazing day. See you all in the next video. Bye.